Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. For a productive play on first down. The toss to the outside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Motion from the offense. Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Rojas. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this dim tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast, and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He unleashes a long one. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
2nd down coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, and on these little push passes, time timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, this is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners are going to bail. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver now comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bush. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's forced out of bounds. Goes absolutely nowhere. Not even close to converting. And the defense gets the ball back. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking for space. It's Hurley. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Reads it, fires complete. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That's caught. It's Rhodes. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on the fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, how did he make that move? That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That's an outstanding effort by the defense. Backs against the wall. How about the play inside on that defensive line, just tunneling down low. They're able to get the stop, and now they set up 4th and 1 on the goal line.
Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He wants it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tiger!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. That's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll go with a direct snap. The Tigers get it past the sticks.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put him...
Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of do. So I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run the option. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Line is set on 3rd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Quickly complete. Oh, what a move to get room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They feed him again. Can't White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Auburn 21, Miami 14.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They're trying to get to it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
The give to the back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see he gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get it through the air. Uncorks it. Complete downfield. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Running back searching for a hole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, a good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kane. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He'll take it himself. He's past the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Dialing up a second down pass play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. The back goes in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. The give as they work on that clock. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But one